What's up? Sorry I'm late for the video again, but we're getting it out there, so that's what matters. The topic we're talking about today is financial independence. And the issue here is I was never taught financial independence in school. It's crazy, and I'm sure many of you watching have also never learned about financial independence in school. The system is set up in a way that you go to school, they teach you need to get good grades, you turn in assignments in time, you apply to college, you get a degree, you're in crippling debt, and you work to pay off that debt, and you repeat. And by the time you paid off your debt, the best years have already passed you. You're a grandpa, and you're just in a retirement home, and you can't really live your life as how you wanted to live it. And I don't want that. I want to be able to have the control to use my 20s, 30s, and 40s to do whatever I choose to do. And that's the importance of financial independence, to be able to say, I'm going to take these certain days off to go travel because I want to break from work, or I put in the hours here so I know I need to go do this, or be able to just manage my own time and be on my own schedule and be my own boss is something I've always desired, to break free from that cycle that they try to push you in through going to school. And these are the 7 things I'm doing now to make sure I have financial independence in my 20s. So the first thing is investing early and investing young. So a key concept here I want to talk about is the power of compounding. And this is a term where it's, if you look at an investment over time, as it compounds, the more time you have, the more it will compound over time. And let's just take an example. If you start investing right now and you do the maximum contribution for like a Roth IRA, or 401k, and you keep doing it, keep doing it, you'll probably be a multi-millionaire by the time you're in your retirement. Versus if you start doing it in your 40s or you do it in your 30s, well, less likely. You're going to probably be much less than that. And all I'm trying to say is start as soon as you possibly can, investing as early as you can, because the power of compounding and staying diligent about that is real, and it will lead to you setting yourself up for success early on. As a 16-year-old, I started trading, and I had a custodial account, and I didn't start with much. I was just learning, and you don't need to start with much. You just put a contribution, stay consistent at contributing whatever percentage you set aside from how much money you have each month or each year, and keep investing and be diligent about it. So the second thing I wanted to talk about is skill set, and more specifically developing your skill set. So I'm a designer, and being a designer and having that title is a very low barrier to entry. Like, you can sketch something up on a piece of paper and call yourself a designer. But the way I'm differentiating myself and building my skill set is learning the tools to become a designer. I'm learning software such as 3D design. I'm learning software such as Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, Premiere Pro, all of these softwares to get really developed in these skill sets, and I'm putting my hours into these softwares so that I will have a skill set that no one else has, or very few people have. The next is building a personal brand. Building a personal brand is essential nowadays because attention is a modern currency. If you can get someone's attention, you can sell them. And obviously, building a personal brand is so difficult because it's so oversaturated. Think about how many personal brands you encounter on the day-to-day. So you need to figure out how to differentiate yourself in the personal brand, which I'm working on. But it's also very key to document your journey. Our generation is going to be the first generation that is able to look back at videos of our life and see the process of how an entire life developed. This didn't happen 50, 100 years ago where everyone just had access to cameras like this. And it's so important right now to since we're the first and we're the first innovators of this type of thing to start building your personal brand. The next thing, which ties into what I was talking about, is building my brand. I'm building a clothing brand called TRUFFLES, and TRUFFLES is the brand basically that will help me in the most for building my financial independence. I'm building a company from the ground up, and I'm putting so much hours now, knowing that one day all of those hours will be rewarded. And it's not easy. Building a company, it's not the easy route. The easy route is going safe and picking the 9 to 5. But with the 9 to 5, you don't have the opportunity for financial independence. With building the brand, if you are able to scale and continue to build something up and then put systems in place that you are no longer needed there, but the operation runs on its own, then you have that financial independence. Obviously, right now, I don't have that financial independence. I'm still figuring out how to put the systems in place, how to have the operations run without me, and working towards that, which I'm not at right now. And I do enjoy being in the nitty gritty, but I hope one day that the payoff will be greater and that I'll be able to have a higher up role where it's just I'm directing or orchestrating, in a sense, what the operations do, and then the operations trickle down to how everything's manufactured, how everything's produced. So that's why I'm building a brand. The next thing I'm doing is keeping up with my health. And this is essential because if you're building financial independence, what does it mean to you if you're not in shape, if you're not healthy, if you're sick? Like, if you're sick, how will the financial independence help you? It won't. You need to be in healthy shape. So that's why I'm sleeping early. That's why I'm eating clean. I don't party. I stay disciplined with my running and I stay disciplined with my working out now because I want to be able to have that longevity to be able to use my wealth in the ways I choose to and be healthy doing it. And a lot of these people who do have financial independence, they do it but lose sleep and they lose their health and they're sick, and that doesn't mean anything. What does the wealth do if you're not well? Like, you can't really use it. So it's important to stay on top of your health as well. Okay, the next thing is to have many mentors. I have a lot of mentors in various fields. I have mentors who help me with my personal life. I have mentors who help me in my business field. I have mentors who help me in fashion. And I have mentors that I don't even know. They're just online. And I think it's so essential to talk to mentors who do have that financial independence. Talk to them, ask them about their failures, ask them about their success. And it's really important to understand how you can see what worked for them, what didn't work for them, and how you can apply that in your life. And having mentors is essential to understanding how you can set yourself up for financial independence. And one key, if you don't really have access, it doesn't even need to be family and friends. You can learn so much online, from mentors online, from YouTubers, from courses online. And I think that's just like an investment in yourself. And investing in yourself is essential if you want financial independence. That's the most valuable asset, is your wisdom, your knowledge, what you know. And investing in yourself will only enhance that knowledge that you have. All right, last but not least, think about it long term. So many people think about gaining financial independence in such a short period. It's like, get rich in 3 months or get abs in 6 weeks. Like, no, that's not how financial independence works. You think too short term. You need to think about financial independence in a long run. So many people start at different places, and so people compare each other, but they're completely in different situations. Think about it in the long run, how you can invest and compound over time, how you can build that skill set, how you can build your personal brand, how you can build your brand, keeping your health up and surrounding yourself with mentors, how you can apply all these different things and over time see how that leads you to financial independence. Also, be patient, be diligent, and know that your work will one day be rewarded. Don't think about that quick buck. Think about how if you think long term that all of these things will compound over time. So that's how I'm building financial independence in my 20s. If you like this video, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you every Friday for new videos, and I'm starting a new series next week, and it's called Season 2 of the vlogs, and they're returning. So stay tuned. Thanks for watching to the end. Peace. I think she jealous of me. I got her filled up with envy.